Genesis X Gran Equator concept. Genesis must build this luxury off-roader. The X Gran Equator is at the halfway point between a wagon and an SUV. Genesis is at it again, making promising concepts that leave us hoping for a production version. Recent efforts have revolved around a stunning coupe and convertible G90 duo, whereas the new X Gran Equator is radically different. The concept debuts this week at the New York Auto Show, making us wonder whether Hyundai's luxury division is coming after the Rivian R1S or the electric Mercedes G-Class. Although Genesis doesn't explicitly say it's an EV, the fully enclosed underbody and absence of an exhaust suggest there's no gas engine, despite the imposingly long hood. Is it a wagon or an SUV? We reckon it's somewhere in between, reminiscent of the Audi Steppenwolf concept from 25 years ago. The X Gran Equator apparently defies traditional SUV conventions, and features a practical split tailgate, a rare feature in today's cost-cutting era. The latest concept is a significant departure from the GV90 previewing Nealon introduced at last year's show in the Big Apple. Genesis doubles down on its signature two-lines lighting motif, with dual strips extending nearly the entire width of the fenders. Everything about the X Gran Equator is supersized, including its 24-inch beadlock wheels. The massive alloys may not be ideal for overlanding, but automakers tend to exaggerate details on concept cars. Should a production version happen, fingers crossed, Genesis will likely opt for more reasonable wheels to suit off-road driving. The intricate spoke design, mirrored on the roof rails, looks great, but surely they're a pain to clean. Instead of a giant panoramic roof, the X Gran Equator gets a four-piece glass layout, which recalls the Ineos Grenadier's dual-panel setup. While the front doors have pop-out handles, the rear ones don't. Accessing the back doors appears to be done by pressing a small rectangular button mounted on the C-pillars. Inside, it's refreshing to see Genesis resisting the urge to slap in a tablet and call it a day. There's no oversized center screen. Instead, 4 digital dials sit in the middle of the dashboard. 3 smaller round displays in front of the driver serve as the instrument cluster. The center console features a small selection of physical buttons, including one for an off-road mode. Genesis imagines the X Gran Equator strictly as a 4-seater, with large center consoles between the seats incorporating grab handles, also found on the B-pillars and the passenger side of the dash. The door handles sit unusually low, while the traditional glove box has been replaced by dual boxes with leather straps. We're curious about the switches on the roof, likely used to open the 4 glass roof sections, unless they control sunblinds. Other neat touches include swiveling front seats and a terrain mode selector on the steering wheel. The interior is notably more restrained than some of Genesis' recent concepts, which may suggest a road-going model is being considered. Still, the brand says the X Gran Equator is not confirmed for production. However, some of its features, like the split tailgate and roof rails, could make their way onto a car you can actually buy.